Hi friends, welcome back to Chic Mamas. Today we're going to talk about the 10 variety of tomatoes that I'm growing from seed to harvest this year. It's actually start out with 9. That's a story, but then we have a bonus one to complete the collection of 10. It's tomato season. So every year I select a handful of varieties that I would like to add to my garden, and it shapes my whole gardening season for the whole year. This year I have a couple surprises and little mix up here and there, of course. So today we're going to walk through each variety that I picked, and why I picked them, and why I selected them for my garden. I usually pick them for the sweetness because we all love sweet tomatoes, and it's the cherry sweet 100. It's very reliable. It's a garden basic. And the large cherry, I just love the 2 different shapes as they grow up on my tomato arbor. I show you guys some pics. And then of course, you have to have your kitchen MVP. That's the San Marzano tomatoes. Tastes so amazing. I bet it would be more amazing if it was really grown in Italy, but since I'm growing it here in Oklahoma, this is the best I can do. What I appreciate about the San Marzano is it will grow well here, and it will fruit one of the earlier fruit too, because it's a medium-sized tomato. It's great as slicing tomatoes, but best for cooking and for making pasta sauces. So I'm excited, and they grow abundant. It's a lot on one plant, and the plant doesn't get too big to overly manage. So it's perfect. I have 4 of them planting in the garden. I'm hoping that it will be enough to feed the family. And I'm bringing back my mom's favorite is the Oxheart. It's so beautiful. And she just she doesn't want me to harvest it too early because she wants it to grow as big as possible, and it looks like heart. I guess that's why they call it Oxheart. But when you slice it in, it's beautiful side. I wish I had some pictures to show you guys. I ate them all before I did a testing last year. But the fruit itself is beautiful to look at, and she also put the fruit pretty early, but you can also let her on the stem if she can support it. She gets pretty big. So I would try to harvest the tomatoes as soon as they start blushing. I harvested it right away. It's kind of hard to tell. It's the Black Beauty because she will be dark and greenish dark, beautiful color, and I always didn't know when is best to harvest her. But this year I'm going to get her sooner just so that the sun doesn't get her skin, and then she stays in perfect shape. The Purple Cherokee, I think, is also a garden staple along with the Sweet 100 cherry tomatoes. The Purple Cherokee, I think, is a true tomato. It tastes like a real true heirloom tomato. It's a classic. The color is beautiful, and she's also reliable. All these bigger heirloom tomatoes, you won't be able to enjoy the fruit till the end of summer. Planting heirloom tomatoes in Oklahoma's heat, you've got to fight with the sun. You got to determine when is a smart time to harvest the tomatoes. Just get them in as soon as you remember. You spot them and set on your counter so it can wipe on the counter, protecting from the elements so they won't crack on you. I don't like cracked tomatoes. It's not as pretty. And then the Great White is what I'm really excited about. New to me this year as well. So the early girl, you get your first tomatoes of the season. The tasting is average. It's like tomato paste in your kitchen garden, your home garden. The Great White is pretty exotic, I heard, and it has a creamy taste as well. So it starts out with a creamy color and then it ripens to green and yellowish. It will be very pretty in the garden as well as tasty in the kitchen. Great for slicing, I've heard. Never had it before. And the Hillbilly is actually one of my favorites, but I didn't get a lot of it last year, so I'm hoping to do a better job this year so I can have more fruit. But the Hillbilly is supposed to be very good, and it's beautiful. The coloration of green, orange, red on the vine is really beautiful, and she's sliced up great with salt and pepper, and it's really good. So I can't wait for my friends to taste this and wish them luck and lots of patience because she'll be the last to fruit. So the earliest to fruit and the last to fruit. So that's why this year, to my new to me, is the early girl. I am just tired of waiting for the big tomatoes to come. So I decided to do the heirloom tomato, kind of based beginner gardener tomato to have. You can slice it, you can eat it, you can cook with it, you can do whatever you want with it. But she's supposedly one of the first to show up in the garden. So let's see. I have not planted her before, so I wanted to add her to my garden this year. The drama in my garden is that I couldn't find my husband's favorite tomato seeds, the garden gem tomatoes, and it's just an in-between cherry and regular plastic tomatoes. So you can do anything with a tomato. Actually, slice it, eat it as a snack, or cook with it. And it's one of the first ones to show up, and it will produce to the end of the season. I cannot find the seeds, so that's why I added the early girl, just to see how comparable they are. And a surprise, I'm like, what am I going to replace for the 10th tomato? So I decided to do the early girl, but I had spot for one more, and I'm bringing back the pink ponderosa. Is because we grew it last year. The fruit was really minimal, so I want to see if there's anything I can do to have better results this year. But it's beautiful. The color is kind of lushy, pinkish, a reddish tomato, and it's beautiful when you slice in. So I can't wait to show her off. Last year I didn't get to show her off to you guys because I kind of ate it, and then I forgot about it. The best tasting one, I don't know yet. I can't remember, but I will make sure to record it and share the tomato tasting with you guys. How about that? And you guys also share with me what you guys are growing in your garden. What's your favorite tomatoes? If you have grown any of these varieties that I shared with you before, or you know what? If I have time, I may save some seeds and perhaps share seeds with y'all if you guys are interested. But tomorrow I have a whole bunch of tomato plants to deliver to my friends and family. My mom got a little aggressive and she sowed a whole bunch of seeds. So I have like a bunch of tomatoes, even more than last year, to give away to friends and family. So I want to make this video kind of reference to share with them what I'm giving them. Since there's so many and sometimes I can't remember all the variety. I even have cheat sheets, like I didn't go through all the cheat sheets you guys did. Maybe we'll take a walk around the garden and I will tell you some more or show you some pictures. And I'll show you some more, show you some pictures. But here are all the tomatoes we have to share with friends and family. And here are the 10 that we are planting this year in our garden. And so if you guys like and enjoy this video, please show some love. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and come back regularly to visit me. And also, something in the comment. What kind of tomatoes are you growing? What would you like to see more of? Garden tours, share some of my best practices in the garden, or share some of my best practices in life. I would love to hear from y'all, love to interact with you guys. Sharing my passion with you guys, it's a little bit uncomfortable, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy getting to know y'all.